We just got word that Alycia Baumgardner was stripped the WBC title. And thank you, Brian, for bringing that information to light. So you heard it here first on CounterPunch Conversations. Alycia Baumgardner was stripped of the WBC title. Brian, how did you hear this news? How did you find
Well,
out
hold
about
on,
this?
Sheik. Hold on, Sheik. Hold on.
All right.
You smell that? That's
Huh?
not my organic lemon ginger green tea I'm drinking.
Yeah.
That's not the fire that I had, burning rapidly earlier, burning out. That is the smell of justice, my friend. That is the sweet smell of justice, my friend. So the WBC stripped Alycia Baumgardner of her WBC super featherweight title in Uzbekistan today.
Wow. So what's next then? What's next? What happens next? I know that your fighter fought against Baumgardner, and that was the last. She had the title shot against her last before the investigation happened. So what happens next, according to the WBC?
So the WBC right now, the matchroom is lobbying for the Brazilian girl that they have by the last name of Ferreira to fight Delphine Persoon for the vacant title, which shouldn't happen, but like I get why they're doing it. The girl Ferreira is a Brian Peters girl. Brian Peters also has he also has Katie Taylor. He was also with MTK Global, so they kind of kissed his ass a little bit. So they're gonna lobby for her to fight Persoon. We actually managed the number two contender, which is Elham Meehan from France, who it should be the 1 versus 2 technically, and then number three should fight Christina Linardati. So I'm not really sure what's going on at the WBC right now as far as who they think is in line, who's not in line. I don't really care as long as that girl got stripped.
Wow. So what's her name? The girl from France, Elam.
Elham, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
just call
Elam.
her Elham. She has a complicated last name, so it's just
Right.
Elham. Yeah.
So is she going to actually get a shot, or Christina Libertad, or what? We don't, or we just don't know right now.
We just don't know. Right now, Tom Dallas, who is the matchmaker for Matchroom, is lobbying to have the girl from Brazil. And I'm sorry, her first name slips me, but her last name is Ferreira. She's only 3-0. She only has one fight at 130 pounds. She's undeserving of the title. I mean, I know she has a big amateur background, but I feel like the last two girls who have figuratively and literally been screwed by Baumgardner, which is Elham and Christina, should fight.
Hmm.
Now, I don't care who they fight or they fight each other. Persoon has been sitting in the number one contender spot for quite some time.
Who was that?
Yeah, Delphine Persoon has been sitting there for quite
Okay.
some time, so she deserves a shot. So whether she fights Elham, whether she fights Christina, it doesn't matter. But I just feel that the Brazilian Christina Ferreira should just wait her turn in line. But it's probably not going to happen. Matchroom is a powerful company. They're going to throw their little money, throw their little weight around, and they'll probably get the fight. And we'll probably have to fight them next after.
So either way you look at it, do you think like one of your girls are going to get the shot at
At a certain
the
Yeah, at the WBC, at a certain point, um,
right?
Christina is elevated to the number two spot in the WBO.
Okay.
So once the WBO decides to strip her, she'll definitely get a shot at that as well.
Okay. Now I know that we're breaking this story, and you can credit Counterpunch Conversations with this, and Brian Cohen with getting this information first. But um, I what do we know for a fact right now? Do we know that she's being stripped because of the drug use? Because she said things are going to come to light and that she wasn't using drugs and everybody's going to find out. So do we know is she being stripped because of that? Or what are the facts that we know right now surrounding her being stripped?
I don't know what light she thinks it is, be it gamma ray light, ultraviolet light. I don't know what kind of light she thinks that she's dealing with, I know the light of justice. That's what I know.
Right.
And what I do know as well is that from the grapevine, her lawyer wasn't being cooperative, which means she wasn't being cooperative.
Right.
Means they can sniff out, for lack of better terms, the bullshit.
Right. So they stripped her because she wasn't being cooperative in the investigation.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Apparently like that, and I think like her lawyer was never getting back to the WBC legal team. And I've also heard that with the WBO, we had representatives there from DeBella Entertainment that lobbied for Christina to be the number 2 contender right behind Persoon for the WBO title. So no matter how you twist it or turn it, one of our females will be getting the title shot.
Yeah. So do you think that the other governing bodies are going to follow suit?
I don't see why they wouldn't. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's literally ridiculous at this point. It's almost laughable. This girl's running around town, farting in bathtubs and ripping scabs off of kids, knees and playgrounds and stuff, acting like nothing happened. Something
Right.
did happen. You broke the rules. You should be punished.
Right.
So hopefully this is the first step of all the other sanctioning bodies stripping her. Now, I know her little dad watches the podcast. He's welcome to join in. Y'all could get him on the phone. Me and him could have a nice civil conversation about cheating and being honest and all that other good stuff.
Right. I do want to say this though. I do like Alycia Baumgardner. I know you have a pretty rocky relationship with her. I do want to say that I do like Alycia Baumgardner. I hate that this happened. I think it sucks for everybody involved. I mean, if you are cheating, as far as the sport is concerned, I think you should be reprimanded if you are cheating and have an upper advantage with drug use or things like that. But I know she's been adamant that she hasn't taken anything. So I do. I do like Alycia Baumgardner. So I think this sucks. We have to report the news. It's a breaking news story that hasn't came out yet. So we have to report that. But I hate that this has to happen. But
So let me Sheik, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What?
I already know what you're gonna ask, but go ahead.
No. What do you like about Alycia Baumgardner?
I think Alycia has she's helped to elevate women's boxing. She's given a lot of young girls hope. She's given a lot of young boxers. I mean, I know a lot of young ladies that are young lady boxers that are fans of hers right now, and they came into the sport because of her. I think that she has been a positive role model up until a scandal like this coming out. But I do still think there are a lot of young women that likes her, and I think she has done something to elevate women's boxing. So
in what way? But in what way? In what way? In what way does she elevate women's boxing? In what way does she become a role model? In what way?
Well,
so that's my question to you, because she got the title. She got the title fight because somebody else pulled out. Right. She wound up screwing her promoter, Marshall Kaufman, after she won the title. That's number one. After she won her third title, she wound up screwing Brian Peters, which was her manager. A lot of people don't know the little bips and bobs and ins and outs of the industry. You know what I mean? So, role model, I think not. Opportunist, I think so.
Right. Well, barring those things aside, and those are things that the general public wouldn't know about. So as from the outside looking in, I think that her when she fought Michaela Meyer, that was a big fight. It was a fight that I know for a fact a lot of young women tuned into, and again, those type of things made her a role model. I know that there's some personal things on the inside that the public just doesn't know about. So from that perspective, I mean, if these are things that I personally knew about or witnessed, maybe my opinion would be different. But these aren't things that I've personally have witnessed about her or have known about her. So I just think I think she has elevated the sport in some way. You know, her with Amanda Serrano, Clarissa Shields, Michaela Meyer, and
I
so
don't
many
think,
other ones.
I honestly, respectfully, and I respect your opinion, and I respect that, you can't put her in the same sentence as an Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano is a trailblazer, not
Right,
just because they want to say that she fought the first 12-round fight or 3-minute fight, whatever that may be. You can't put her in that. You can't even put her in the same sentence as Amanda Serrano at this point, right?
right,
She may at a certain point, not right now. She doesn't deserve it, right? Clarissa Shields, she shouldn't be in the same sentence as her either. Just that the both of them are from Detroit, right? Clarissa Shields is a two-time gold medalist, beating everybody in from 154 to 160. I mean,
that's
beat
a
them
fact.
down. You know what I'm saying? You can't put Baumgardner in the same category as a Michaela Mayer because I think she lost that fight. 100% lost that fight. I think she got robbed. So I don't know, man. I am biased. I
Well,
don't like her. I don't like her
Brian,
attitude.
as media, we gotta remain neutral. We can't, I don't want to just start, downing people, and from a media perspective, I want to make sure that I remain neutral, in every aspect. I do believe that for some people this really sucks, and then I do also believe that for some it's triumphant. You know what I mean? Like for the two girls that you mentioned, it's going to be great for them to be able to compete for the WBC title. That's going to be it's a triumph. It's a win for them, as well as
But
say her name, Christina.
Christina Linnard got too.
Yeah,
But
I
she,
can never say her name.
this should be everybody that you're saying that Baumgardner was role models to, and this, that, and the third. This should be a win for them to open
Right,
their eyes. Look, be careful who you think a role model is.
right,
A
right,
role model is not necessarily what it appears to be on the surface. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So all those little role models that you think that she, incurred and everything like that, think again, because those little role models and the little hearts are probably broken right now because she decided to cheat.
right. Yeah, I mean that. If that's the case, if she really did take those drugs and it came up in her system and she really was using performance enhancement drugs and things like that, then it's definitely this is justice being served, and and it should be a lesson for anybody that's taking in performance enhancement drugs, especially in a sport like boxing, where I mean you could pretty much kill somebody with that type of an advantage. So definitely, if that's the truth and that's what she really did, she should be reprimanded for that. I know it's just the whole situation all the way around. I'm interested to see what happens from now. I'm interested to see if the other sanctioning bodies follow suit. If because she has all the titles, so I'm interested to see if the other ones follow suit and see what happens from there. But the WBC convention is going on right now, right? And where's it at?
It's in Uzbekistan right now, so it's about 8 in the morning there right now.
8 in the
So
morning.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so we should be hearing this news. We should be hearing this news sometime in the next couple of hours, huh?
You should be. I mean, I just spoke with Delphine Pursune's manager. He
Right.
just we just spoke via messenger. So yeah, he said she's stripped. She's stripped. And as I said, that Tom Dallas from Matchroom, who's the matchmaker, is there trying to lobby for the Brazilian girl Ferreira to get the first shot. Which, like I said, they'll probably get it because they have the money, they have the TV.
Right.
You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
So they'll probably get it. But one of our females somewhere down the line will have a shot at one of those titles because I just feel like it should be a domino effect.
Right.
WBC is stripping her. All the rest should just follow suit. I don't see why they.
Yeah, that'll be. Has that ever happened before?
I mean, usually when you test positive, they strip you. They just, I don't know
Yeah.
why.
But
So,
I'm
and
just thinking, has an undisputed champion, if that ever happened to an undisputed champion, and every like a domino effect has every. I can't. Not offhand, I can't think of that happening to anybody.
that's actually a great question. It's probably
Yeah.
this might be
I.
unprecedented in the world of boxing that a unified and undisputed champion has been stripped because of performance enhancement drugs. So
Yeah.
this
I gotta look that up. Because if so, this will be a precedent set, you know, for all of the sanctioning bodies to come in and strip you of all of your titles.
Right,
You know
right.
I mean?
And to all the little girls and all the little role models and stuff like that, don't cheat. Say your prayers, drink your water, eat your vitamins.
Train, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins, Hulk Hogan.
That's it, brother.
All right, well, man, Brian, thank you for
Yes, sir.
coming on, and you know, y'all heard it here first. You know, all of you bloggers, make sure you give the credit to CounterPunch Conversations. You heard it here first. Alycia Baumgardner has been stripped of the officially stripped of the WBC title. You should be hearing it in a few hours.
Stripped.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Oh, no. I'm just co-signing. Stripped.
Brian is going in, man. He's like having a party right now.
Listen, man. I'm out here. I'm burning some firewood. Like I said, I know her dad watches the show. No disrespect, because he's an older gentleman. You can
shout out to her father, man.
Shout out to Papa Baumgardner.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. Yeah. Wonderful individual. Maybe teach his daughter to play by the rules every now and then. But, you know, whatever the case may be, I hope everything works out for her in life and in boxing. I hope she is able to get a proper promotional company again, and people will use her again, even though she has a terrible drug use habit.
Right. Yeah. And you know, Alycia and family, you're welcome to come on CounterPunch Conversations anytime to discuss this. We'd definitely be glad to have you on, talk about this. But again, you know, we're the media, we got to report this stuff. And but thanks again, Brian. Appreciate you, man.
You got it, Sheik, man. I'll talk to you later. If you have any other news you want to know, you let me know. If the pops want to come on when I'm on, let me know. If she want to come on when I'm on, I'm happy to counterpunch. You know, whatever you need. I
offered it to him, and he said that you know, Alycia will come on when she can talk. At the time, I guess she couldn't talk, so he said she would come on when she could talk. So hopefully we can get them on, and hopefully they like to have a talk with you.
She's been definitely have both of you on. She's been bumping her gums all over social media. What you mean want to talk?
Well, I'm just telling you what
okay, all right.
That's what was said to me. I don't know. I can only report again. I only report facts. I don't.
That's it. Yes, I get you, brother. I get you.
So that's what was said to me.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, appreciate you, man. Again, thank you.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Man. All right, family, CounterPunch Conversations. You heard it here first. Alycia Baumgardner stripped of the WBC title. You know, I know, you know, Brian is very, very ecstatic and feels triumphant. You know, but, you know, here at CounterPunch Conversations, you know, we do like Alycia Baumgardner, but, you know, we're reporting the facts. And you heard it here first. She was stripped of the WBC title. And we just look to see what happens from here. You know, if later on down the line, the other sanctioning bodies are going to follow suit and strip her, we'll see what happens from here. So you should be hearing this news in the next couple of hours, since it's 8 o'clock over there where the WBC convention is going on. So again, I apologize for the impromptu-ness, us going live and not really being in a professional environment like we normally are. My co-host Rock is not here. I don't know what happened to him, but you know, I wanted to bring you this news. I wanted to be the first to bring you this news of Alycia Baumgardner. So, with that said, thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll discuss this more on the show. This is live. You know, hopefully anybody that tuned in, you caught this. Hopefully you get the playback if you didn't. But we'll talk about this more in depth on the next taped CounterPunch Conversations podcast. Until the next time, thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, let all you bloggers make sure you credit CounterPunch Conversations. We're breaking this story to you. All right, peace. We just broke the news. It's on our YouTube page. I'm really not excited for this, really. I mean, I'm glad to have the story first, but I'm not excited that Alycia was stripped of the WBC title. I really do like Alycia Baumgardner. I believe she's a role model. I just wish the best for her. You know what I mean? I'm just interested to see what happens now. Is the other sanctioned bodies coming behind?
I mean, doesn't context matter? I mean, she was stripped for not cooperating.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the story that we got right now, I apologize to the fans that we got a report like this. You know what I mean? But from what we got right now, that she didn't cooperate and that our lawyers or somebody didn't cooperate with the investigation. That's all I heard. And I want to report facts. I don't want to report any scandal or anything like that. But
Yeah,
you know,
I get that. You know, my only problem with the WBC is, you know, they didn't strip Canelo. They didn't strip Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? But they want to strip her
right.
of her titles. I
Well,
mean, everything WBC does, for the most part, I mean, you can always see an ulterior motive or some bias behind it, especially when it comes to certain boxers.
well, I don't want to say that either, Rock. I don't want to really report that. I don't really want to say that the WBC has a bias, but you know,
They got some. I mean, they got something going on. They didn't strip Canelo. You know, and, you know, he talking about he was clenbuterol from clenbuterol in the system because he talking about it was in the tacos or something he would eat. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
did they ever did now? Pardon my ignorance of this. Did they ever say? Because I don't remember what drug it was that they said that
Clenbu-
Alycia had tested positive for.
I can't remember what they said. Alycia tested positive for, but I just know they didn't strip Canelo and he tested positive for clenbuterol, and that's a known performance enhancer.
Right. And who else you said?
Clenbuterol.
You said Oscar Valdez. I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, he tested positive
I remember
for like a diuretic.
Canelo, but I don't remember Valdez.
Valdez tested positive for a diuretic.
Oh, okay.
Cause they were
All
trying to,
right.
you know, because before he fought Shakur, he was all on the blood, sweat, and tears episode, crying and stuff. Talking about he was dirty and stuff like that.
Right.
But you know, he got tested positive for a diuretic,
Right.
which I ain't tripping on. But I mean, a diuretic probably help you lose weight and stuff like that. You know, take the water weight off of you. But like I said, you know, the WBC, you
Right.
know, it's like they got the most fluid bylaws in boxing.
Right.
You know,
Well, I came on here because just to point everybody who didn't see the quick live that we did on YouTube, go to our Counterpunch Conversations on YouTube. We interviewed Brian Cohen, which was Christina Louboutin's. I think that's her name. I'm sorry if I'm slapping her name up. But the girl that
that's the
Alycia
shoes,
Baumgardner
bro.
fought last, Brian Cohen is her manager, and we had him on our first episode of Counterpunch Conversations, and that was his big thing, you know, about Alycia testing positive, and also he mentioned about how he had had a contract with Alycia Baumgardner. Well, he broke the story. Well, he got the call and he reached out to us. We broke the story. He reached out to me with the news that Alycia Baumgardner was stripped of the WBC title. So I just wanted to come on here for everybody to that didn't get a chance to see the YouTube, to go over to see the YouTube and see the discussion that we had with Brian, but to also, you know, let everybody know that we broke the story at Counterpunch Conversations. So any of the blogs get it. Make sure you credit Counterpunch Conversations with breaking the story. And I also let Brian know that, you know, we do like Alycia Baumgardner, so it's just we're reporting the news. You know, being media, we're reporting the news that we know it. But I do also feel that if she truly did taking performance enhancement drugs with the knowledge that she took performance enhancement drugs, then she should be reprimanded for that. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, if she took it with the knowledge that she was taking it, with the knowledge that it was going to enhance her abilities in some way, then she should be reprimanded for that. And anybody that takes performance enhancement drugs with the knowledge that they're taking them, then they should be reprimanded and upheld. One of
Yeah,
the things, though, Rock, you a man that you do a lot of research and things like that. Do you know if any? Because Brian didn't know either. Do you know if there has ever been an undisputed champion that's been stripped from all of the titles for performance enhancement?
no, I don't know if there's ever been the only reason I know of people getting stripped from titles, like I know that what's the guy? Josh. What's the guy? Josh. What was it? Josh Norman. What's the guy's name from the British 140 champion?
Oh, Josh. It just fought Teofimo,
Tia.
right?
Yeah.
What's my man name? Yeah, but what about
Well, he got stripped of all his belts except for what, one or two of them.
for performance enhancement?
No, he just got stripped of his belts. I don't know why he got stripped, but I've never known anybody to get stripped of their belts for testing positive.
That's what we're trying to find out. I mean, if
I know they didn't strip Canelo.
right,
He might have been.
if
He might have been. I think he was undisputed at the time at 168.
so, if other bodies follow suit, then this would be a precedent set.
But see, but that's just it. They're not stripping her because she tested positive.
Right.
They stripped her
Because
because
she didn't
for supposed lack of cooperation, right?
supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it is alleged.
Well,
right.
maybe she didn't. Maybe she just didn't cooperate with the WBC. I mean, it's not like these sanctioning bodies are. It's not like they have uniform rules. They basically do what the hell they want to do when they want to do it.
Right.
So if she didn't comply with with the WBC Mickey Mouse rules, then maybe IBF and WBA and their rules are different or such that she can comply, did comply.
Right.
Like I said, it's just boxing the wild west. No uniformity.
Yeah.
You never know what the hell you're gonna get.
Okay, this is Champ's dad. This is Alicia's father that's just commented here. He said, has the WBC released a statement? No, that's as far as I know, they haven't released a statement. But I did see communication between Brian and the WBC. I did see that before we went live. Send him an invite to see if he want to come on. Champ's dad, that's Alicia's father.
Or see if Alycia want to come on.
Doubt if she gonna come on here, bro.
I mean, she may as well. I mean, because like I said, my problem with WBC is it's just you never know what the hell you're gonna get out of them.
Right.
And and they probably the largest. Well, I ain't gonna say they're the largest sanctioning body, but they wanted to, if there was a chairman of the board of sanctioning bodies, the WBC will probably be it.
Right.
I think they've been around the longest, haven't they? Or have they? Has the WBC been around the longest?
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever they go in the committee and decide, that's what the Constitution is for this month. Or that's what the bylaws are.
Yeah. I mean, again, this ain't news that I'm happy with, man. I really hope that some resolution come from it. I do like Alycia Baumgardner. I do believe that Alycia is I think she's set some precedent for females coming up. Again, if it's true about the drug use, I think anybody that's doing those things should be reprimanded. But she has been adamant, and she's said multiple times that she hasn't done anything, use any type of performance enhancement. So this is not news I'm happy with. We do have to report these things when we hear it. And when it was brought to me, I did ask for proof, and I did see a communication that said that she was stripped during this convention, and it's 8:00 in the morning over there right now. So
yeah.
But yeah, man. So
where they mean that?
Huh?
Where they mean that?
What they say? Uzbekistan or something? It was one of them stands.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. And see, that's a simple matter as if Alycia had been at their conference, or Eddie Hearn or whoever a promoter had been at that conference, they would have never did nothing. If you'd have been at their conference and bring some damn donuts into the committee room, everybody they wouldn't do a damn thing in front.
Some donuts.
Some damn donuts or some enchiladas or something, taco, whatever.
Yeah.
If you'd have brought some food into the conference room, some agave tequila, whatever, then they'd have been in there chilling, because they're not gonna do. They wouldn't have did anything in front. They wouldn't have done anything in front of them people's faces. Listen,
right?
You can go to those conferences and not be ranked and come out ranked in the top 10. If you or come out ranked in the top 20 or something like that.
How you know that?
If
you saying that?
If I say how I know you're gonna get mad at me.
I ain't gonna get mad. How you know?
Bill Haney. See,
All right.
there you go, shaking your head right there.
I ain't gonna get mad. I'm just
telling you.
Oh, Bill Haney said that?
Bill Haney made sure they went to all them conventions. Man, it's politics, man.
I mean, we already know. We already know. But
that's what I'm
we
telling
already
you.
know that it's
If Alycia Baumgardner or her team had been at that committee meeting, had been at that conference, then none of this would have happened.
right. Well, the news should be released here soon. It's still early in the morning over there. I don't know. But anyway, you heard it here first. CounterPunch Conversations. Anybody tuning into this live right now, go over to our YouTube page, CounterPunch Conversations on YouTube. And you see about a, I guess, 10, 15-minute interview with myself and Brian Cohen. Brian, again, being a manager of, I can never say this young lady's name, and I'm so sorry. She goes by producer Christina on Instagram, but her name is Christina Libertardo, something to that effect. I'm so sorry.
You done called her Christian Louboutin like she red bottom.
Man, I can never say her name, so forgive me if she's watching. Forgive me. I don't mean to slop your name up, but she was the last person that fought Alycia Baumgardner. So Brian is her manager. He was in her corner during the fight, and he got the call, he got the message, and he reached out to me and let me know. And so we went live with the information. We had him on the show. He was on our first episode.
Yeah, shout out to Brian.
Yeah, shout out to Brian and everybody involved. I just hope that lessons are learned and that we can move forward from this. I hope anybody can stay out of these type of scandals, know what you're putting in your body. Because sometimes, it could be very well that if she didn't willingly take performance enhancement drugs, could have been in something that she took. I don't know. I know people claim
that. The other part about it is that if they stripped her, so what are they going to do? Are they going to have a?
Well, that's what
are they going to let her fight for the vacated belt?
You should have had your hind parts on the interview with me, but and you would have heard that. So I'm gonna tell you, like I'm telling the other subscribers, go over to YouTube and watch the video. We really don't know what's going to happen. I know Brian says he has two girls that are lined up that should compete for that title. But anyway, go over to CounterPunch Conversations on YouTube and check out the video, the interview with myself and Brian Cohen.
Alycia shouldn't care. I mean, if she's gonna stay at the weight, then all she gotta do is just refight for the belt. It's just more money in her pockets. Now it's a story behind the belts, so more people tune in and she can make money. So no harm, no foul.
Well, maybe she won't win next time.
Okay.
You sure she gonna win? You sure? You positive?
I'm positive that goddamn girl can fight.
Yeah, I think she can fight.
But
if
I'm positive she can fight, and she probably finna be the face of women boxing.
Right.
For about at least the next 4 or 5 years.
Right. Until
to the superstar.
I'm not saying it, you said. All right, y'all. So anyway, breaking news. WBC has stripped Alycia Baumgardner of her title. Go over to our CounterPunch Conversations on YouTube and check out the interview. I just wanted to come over and go live in case anybody didn't get over there to see it or missed our story. Just go over and check it out. See the interview with myself and Brian Cohen. Comment on our Instagram or comment on the YouTube what you think. What your comments are, and just so you know, again, we're reporting the stories. We're media now, so we got to report the stories, and
we reporting the news. We ain't making the news.
Right, we reporting the news. We ain't making the news, and just know
we ain't gossiping.
And we ain't gossiping. And CounterPunch Conversations is the first to break this story. We broke it before ESPN or anybody else. So everybody, You know, all you bloggers and all of you podcasts and all of that, make sure you credit CounterPunch Conversations because we told you first. You might hear it tomorrow. It might be all over the place, but this is the first place that broke this news. So shout out to School Vassetti, BFC, Vassetti Fight Club. I see you over there. I see you in the comments. Thank you, bro. Best podcast out right now. They say we are. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for your support. And Rock, you got anything you want to add, man? I'm tired now, man. It's been a long day. And
Yeah, man. Scoob told me to tell you need to let me talk more.
Scoop said that.
Scoob said that.
If I let you talk more, bro.
Scoob said tell Sheik that tell you that you be over talking me. That was Scoob Vassetti said.
All right. Well, we'll see how it work out then. If you start talking more.
Hey, you see, you just come in the facts.
Cause look, know how you like to what you call segue off and stuff. So they might not like us no more because you're gonna segue off into something for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
It's as long as it's germane to the subject, we all right.
You know, it's been a segue off. We segue off, and then you get to talk about Mike Tyson and all that other stuff. So Devin Haney, and so I got I got to keep him. I got to keep him compact, man. I got to keep him with tunnel vision, bro. Trust me. Trust me. But anyway, all right. What else you got, Rock?
Hey man, that's it, man. I see Chad Pitts on here, bro. Get to sleep, get your ass to class. It costs too much over there at Morehouse.
Shout out Chad Pitts. Shout out to you, Chad.
Hey, we taking over 125 Elite too in 2025.
You heard it here first.
So y'all be ready.
You heard it here first, Chad Pitts taking over 125 Elite. Man. All right. So anyway, y'all go over to YouTube, CounterPunch Conversations on YouTube. Check out the interview. I'm sorry for the impromptu-ness. You know, we like to be professional. We as professional as we can be. But we had to get this news. We had to break this news tonight. That it came to us. We had to get it out there first. So go over to CounterPunch Conversations on YouTube and watch the interview and comment and let us know what you think. Make sure you subscribe to CounterPunch Conversations as well. Share this live for anybody else that haven't seen it. Please go out and share the YouTube, share the live, and subscribe. And keep on following CounterPunch Conversation. I know you've seen I posted earlier. We hit 200,000 views on YouTube, and it's growing and growing and growing. And we're gonna be the biggest thing in the game soon, Rock.
Yes, sir.
And so we're gonna be the biggest thing in the game soon. So just keep looking out for more content. We getting better and better as time goes on. So we're gonna have better content. We're gonna have unbelievable guests, celebrity guests. We're gonna have we're gonna play games with the subscribers and we got so much coming down the pipe. So many things coming down the pipe. Just stay tuned in. But if you're just joining in, we're talking about Alycia Baumgardner. We broke the story. Alycia Baumgardner being stripped of WBC. You heard it here first. Go over to our YouTube page, CounterPunch Conversations. We just did a live interview with Brian Cohen. So, yeah. All right, Rock.
All right.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody who listening. Make sure you comment. Share this live, please. Share this live. Go to CounterPunch Conversations YouTube. Share that. Comment. Subscribe. Do all of the above. And keep turning into CounterPunch Conversations. Thank y'all. All right, Rock. I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Good. Sorry, we just seen you. I just seen you pop up.
Yeah, I just been feeling under the weather, so I still got a little cold and stuff. So
All right.
it's Ohio weather.
I hope you feel better soon. You getting better?
Oh yeah, it's taking a little slow time, man. I'm getting too old now.
Yeah. All right, for those of you that's still on, this is Alycia Baumgardner's father. Man, I forgot your name. Let's start with
Mario.
Mario, that's what it is. Yeah, Mario, my guy Mario. Mario, go ahead, man. What you want to tell us?
Well, the thing is, you get the same stuff from Brian Cohen. He's I don't know, he's mad all of that stuff, whatever, he can be mad, understandable, whatever, he doesn't. He's got his girls. I mean, he's got one champion out of 20 girls or whatever he's got. I don't know what he's got, but either way, maybe he's hurt or whatever, the way he brings the stuff out. But in reality, how is WBC going to say, let's call Brian Cohen and let him know before we even let anybody else know and all that? So, I mean, up to this point, we're just hearing you guys say this. We haven't heard nothing.
Right. So is it not? So you're saying that this is not true? It's not true news?
I'm not saying it's true or not true. I'm just saying that we haven't heard anything. I mean, how are you going to just, Brian all of a sudden just comes up with the stories. He put it on his channel too. I seen it right away,
Right.
and then he took it off of there.
Right. Yeah,
that to me is just petty. He's looking for stuff. I mean, he's got time. He's pretty savvy, probably on the computer, all that kind of stuff. We don't play all that, man. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Whatever they decide is going to decide.
Right.
Whatever's going to come out of the situation is going to come out of it. And to us, it looks like us, So that being said, how are we going to say the WBC told us no, when they haven't told us no or yes or anything yet? The WBO, what was it, WBO or WBA, one of them put out a 30-day that we got to, her side's got to say something. Okay, well, we'll follow the rules. How are you not following the rules? You gave them everything. You gave them your specimen. It's already been sent out. It's been handled by those people. So what else can you show? What else can you show without showing them videos of you doing something or not doing something?
Now, I'm not necessarily. I don't think the WBC contacted Brian, but I think he has somebody that's over there in the conference. I saw a message that they were communicating back and forth, and I can't. The name slips me. I could try to get Brian on here if you want to have that discussion with him.
No, I don't want to have a discussion with Brian.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have nothing against him.
Right. I know. You told me that. You told me that before when we talked. That you didn't have nothing against him, and that you wish him the best.
Yeah.
But I saw a message that said, and I can't. The name slips me right now. I don't know the name of the person that it was, but they mentioned that they were in whoever it was that's in the conference, and they mentioned that Alicia's been stripped, and whatever was going to line up with as far as who was going to fight, what women, what ladies were going to fight, etc. So I don't have all the details except for that Brian is who reported it to me, as well as he showed me the message, because I didn't want to come on and just say things that weren't true or even remotely true. So he sent me the message and showed me the message that says she was stripped.
Right. And that, I don't know what his, like I said, I don't know if he's mad or if I'm sure he feels some type of way because of the way the contract, he says he's got a contract, right, this and that. But to me, just like I told, what's the other guy that comes on there, the Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, Rock, when I spoke with him, I told him, I said, if he had a contract, dude, are you going to let that contract slip, or are you going to get on there and you go take care of it and get what you're supposed to get out of it at least?
Right.
So if you have proof, why didn't you give the proof to the courts and take a lawyer? It's not. I mean, you got money. You're making money. Go spend this money like we're spending the money to show ourselves that we're not guilty.
Right.
So I mean, you got to spend the money. So show, and really to show a contract is pretty cut and dry. I mean, you got a contract. It says this, okay, but he doesn't tell you. Have they looked at the contract? Was it wrong? Is he manager, promoter, fighter? What is he? So, well, it all depends on all that kind of stuff by law also. But and that's not even getting into the situation, because I don't believe it was a big situation.
Right.
After the
So
situation and stuff, they kept up with Alycia. They see her and all that. There's no love lost and all that kind of stuff. They talk or
right,
whatever. I mean, this is a boxing game. You can't have feelings at times.
right. So let me ask you this, Mario. So has there been any discussions has leading up to this convention? Has there been any discussion with Alycia that they were going to discuss uh, her title at with the WBC at this convention?
Not that we've heard nothing. Um, they're not going to come and say we're going to strip you. I mean, they're not going to say that directly. They got to take all the information they get, take it back to all their people, show it all to them, and then make a decision. They can't just say, okay, well, she didn't, Now, I don't see how they said that she wasn't cooperating or Brian's coming up with, there was no cooperation or whoever he got his information from. But
Yeah, they saying that
WBC's been
the
cooperating.
lawyers.
She's been cooperating from day one. I mean, from the day that she gave the P to the day, all that kind of stuff. And he, I mean, it's just a hate thing or maybe a smear thing for him to do to her or whatever. Well, okay, you're hurt, whatever. I'm just telling you right now, we got to just give it the time to come through. WBO or WBA, one of them has got 30 days, so it's less than 30 days now. So everybody will have to know something. I mean,
Right.
and does that mean, and also you got to ask the question, if one governing body believes one way, the other one believes the other way. They're not all going to believe the same.
Right. Right.
So we don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to have to fight a third time? Are they going to have to,
So are we saying that this is not true? Is that the story we're putting out, that this is not true, or we don't
I'm
know?
telling you on my part, it is not true.
Okay.
And I know my daughter pretty good. So, I just got off the phone with her right now. So I'm telling you on my part, it is not true so far. As far as we haven't heard nothing. Now, tomorrow morning, we might wake up. Maybe we got some kind of news or whatever. Then we will see. But as of right now at 10:52, no.
As of right now, you haven't heard anything. Alycia hasn't heard anything. Nobody has reached out to her and said anything right now.
Nothing. Nobody's reached out. No one said anything. I mean, that's why I'm saying I can't believe that a governing body that does thousands of
Yeah, again, to be fair
fighters.
to Brian, he didn't say the WBC itself reached out to him, but someone in the WBC reached out to him.
Somebody
And he
in
said the
WBC.
name. He told me the name. It just escapes me right now.
Yeah. Even somebody in the WBC can't just be leaking stuff out.
WBC. I said WBA. I meant WBC.
Yeah, WBA. They can't be leaking stuff out.
Right. So right now you're saying, as of right now, it's not true. But Brian is saying he has the information that it is true. And what's the next step? You wake up tomorrow, you get the call, Alycia stripped at WBC. What's the next step from there?
We'll regroup then and see what goes on.
Okay.
It's not going to stop anything.
Okay.
I mean, all of this stuff right here, all of these things happening, she's blessed by God either way. So God's going to make his way either way. It's not going to matter what man or what says or is trying to say, however, to smear her or however they've done it. That's fine.
Right.
We just leave it in God's hands. God's got something big for her because she got this far, not just by waking up and hearing news that she wouldn't make it and do it, not do it. She did it by working a lot hard.
Right.
And
right.
We've been doing this over 20 years, At 4 years old, I started wrestling, and she loved it. She fell in love with wrestling. But then I seen in my mind, I started thinking, man, something just kept telling me, is this boxing going to hit? And it hit, it hit. So it kept going. I boxed. My brother boxed as a pro. He went to Olympic trials. All my family's boxed. My dad was a pro out of Mexico. So all of that being said, we've seen it all. We've been through boxing. We've been to Mexico to fight and all that kind of stuff. It's not new to us, But why do I got to tell anybody? Our story will soon, one day will be
Right.
out. you know.
Beautiful story too. Beautiful story. Well, Mario, I'm not gonna hold you. I know you're under the weather a little bit. I thank you for coming on and telling your side from what you know right now.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll regroup and we'll see what happens in the morning or in the next couple of days. We'll see how this plays out. I really am, I'm not excited for the news that she stripped. I really do like Alycia. I think I think she has done some things for to boost women's boxing. I do, like I said before, I don't know if you heard me. I do believe if somebody has been using performance enhancements, I do think they need to be reprimanded. So if that does come out that she truly was taking some type of drugs that she was knowingly taking, then I think she should be reprimanded. But if she made a mistake or whatever, I think, you know, God does allow forgiveness and allow us to repent and move forward. You know, so I
That's
do
true.
think, yeah, I do think she deserves that as well, and I do think she deserves to be heard. And like I told you before, I would like to get her on at some point to tell her side of the story of all of this. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot that's out there, not just from Brian, but there's a lot that's out there regarding the steroid usage and so many other things. And you know, I would like to uh, get her on and hear what she has to say as well. So,
See,
but
we're
we'll
we're only here to box for so long,
yeah,
you know. Um, she's got she's got other stuff going on the side that's not even close to boxing, but actually she's making more money off of that stuff. So, you know,
right,
and I'm saying right now she's getting paid pretty good in boxing too, but
right,
at the same point, it's like she's got her belts, she's got everything going for her, and that's not going to stop. So I mean, even at she was never at 500,000 followers on Instagram until all this news broke and everything. Now she got over 500,000
well,
followers.
you know, they say all news is good news.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, she's got an opportunity. She's hitting up colleges. She's hitting up the kids' schools. So maybe God give her, hey, take a little time out and give back to the people. So now she is,
yeah, yeah,
you know, and that's the way it goes. I mean, we're still here no matter what, and you know, it's always going to be somebody looking, always going to be somebody, and that's always just the way it's going to be. And no, what ain't everybody going to like you, I guess. So no matter what, we're kind of working people, loyal people, and we just stay with what we believe and. Could there have been some wrong? Yes. Could they have some? Yes. Or did she not?
right,
Same thing. So, you know, we'll just leave to the people to just put in their own mind. And if you know Alycia and you meet her, and hopefully one day I'll get her on with you guys and stuff. Rock's got my number. If you guys hear anything, you want to know something for sure, get a hold of me. I'll let you know.
right, right, right,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna. If I don't know, I'm gonna tell you, hey, we haven't heard nothing like that.
right,
And
right.
like we haven't heard nothing like that. So.
All right. Well, Mario, you got anything else you want to let the subscribers to the fans of CounterPunch Conversations know? This is Alycia Baumgardner's dad. For those that are just joining in, this is Alycia Baumgardner's dad, Mario. Um, you know, he just informed us that, you know, he doesn't believe that this has happened. He hasn't heard anything. Nobody, Alycia hasn't gotten any calls from the WBC. They haven't heard anything regarding her being stripped as of yet. So we'll give it a few days and see what plays out, what comes out. But Mario, you want to leave the audience with anything?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that listened. You know, just let's give it the time. Let's see what happens. Um, we don't know what's going to happen, just like you guys. Same thing. Look soon for Alycia to come back boxing. She'll be boxing. She ain't gonna stop just because something happens or someone's trying to drag her down. It's still gonna happen. So we'll be back sooner or later. Ready for the knockouts, ready for the bombs.
All right. Mario, stay in touch. I got your number. You got my number.
Yes, sir.
Um, yeah, stay in touch, and thank you again for joining us. Go get yourself feeling better, man. I pray for you. I hope you feel better real soon.
You're Rocker and the other guy's Sheik, right?
No, I'm Sheik. You talking to
You're
Sheik now?
okay. You're Sheik and
Right.
the other guys. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Mario.
God bless.
God bless you too.
Bye.
All right, family. Yeah, we've been on here long enough. That was Mario, Alycia Baumgardner's dad. So we got some information out there that Alycia was stripped a WBC title tonight at the WBC convention. Mario, Alicia's dad, just mentioned that they haven't heard anything. He hasn't heard anything regarding that. There's been no news reported to them as of yet. So, but tune into, he was making reference to Brian Cohen. So tune in to our YouTube page, CounterPunch Conversations on YouTube, and check out the interview we just did with Brian a few minutes ago. And that was Mario. And comment below what you all think. Comment in Instagram, comment on the YouTube page, and subscribe. And follow us as well if you're not following. So everybody have a good night. Mario, hope you feel better, my guy. Peace.